Hi Hylians! So you need rupees in the game, but how many rupees in total do you actually need to do everything needed in Zelda Breath of the Wild? Of course everything in the game is optional, but assuming you're going to collect everything, today we'll learn all the things you need rupees for and how many total rupees you'll need. Yes, there are shops in the game, and unless you need an item for a side quest, I won't count these items. Do you think you can guess how many rupees you need? Feel free to leave your guess in the comments, or you cheat. Watch the whole video and leave your guess in the comments, no one can prove it. Here's your hint and how we'll organize the video. We'll talk about fairies, Link's house, all armor, all compendium entries, side quests requiring rupees and other items you'll need rupees for. And if you want to know the answer right away, check the links in the description for the timestamp. The Great Fairy Fountains. You'll need these fountains to upgrade your gear, and each one you open will allow gear to be upgraded one level. There are 4 fairy fountains and they can be found at Kakariko Village, by the Depanta Tower, by Lake Akala, and southeast corner in the Gerudo Desert. It doesn't matter the order, but the first fairy you find costs 100 rupees, the second one costs 500, the third 1000, and the fourth 10,000. There's also a horse god fairy that costs 1000 rupees regardless of whether or not you opened the other fairies. This is our first total of 12,600 rupees. Next, let's talk Link's house. You can go to the empty house in Hateno village and Bolson will ask for 3000 rupees and 30 bundles of wood. You'll then need to furnish it, and each piece costs 100 rupees. With a total of 14 pieces, that's 1400 rupees, totaling in 4400 rupees. Including the fairies, we are now at 17,000 rupees. Next, let's talk about all of Link's gear. There are some gear that cost rupees along with using some materials. For the purpose of this video, I'll show you the gear at the shop, but I won't mention which materials are needed. I'll just mention how much rupees are needed. First, jewelry. There's jewelry shop in Gerudo town. They sell amber earrings for 100 rupees, opal earrings for 200 rupees, topaz earrings for 500 rupees, sapphire circlet for 800 rupees, ruby circlet 500 rupees, and the diamond circlet that costs 1500 rupees. The diamond circlet can also be found in the treasure chest at the bottom of the Lomai labyrinth. I'll still count it for now, and if you don't, you can minus 1500 from the complete total. That's a total of 3600 rupees. The Ancient Set is one of the best armors in the game and can be found on the top right of the map in the Akala Tech Lab. Each piece of the gear costs 2000 rupees, totaling to 6000 rupees. The Desert Vow set and the Radiant set can be found in the Gerudo Secret Club. The Desert Vow headband costs 450 rupees, the Desert Vow spoiler costs 1300 rupees, and the Desert Vow trousers cost 650 rupees. For the Radiant set, the Radiant mask, shirt, and tights each cost 800 rupees, totaling 4800 rupees for both sets. The Flamebreaker gear set can be found at Goron City. The helm costs 2000 rupees, the armor costs 600 rupees, and the boots cost 700 rupees. You can also get the armor from the side quest at the Southern Mine, but I'll count this in the total for now. This totals 3300 rupees. The Gerudo set can be found from Villia in the Karakara Bazaar for 600 rupees. The Hylian set can be bought from Kakariko and Hateno. The hood costs 60 rupees, the tunic costs 120 rupees, and the Hylian trousers cost 90 rupees. The Sheikah set is the one I use the most and you can buy them from the Kakariko village. The mask costs 500 rupees, the chest guard costs 700 rupees, and the stealth tights cost 600 rupees. This totals 1800 rupees. The Snowquill set is bought at the Rito village. The headdress costs 1000 rupees, the tunic costs 600 rupees, and the trousers cost 550 rupees. This totals 2150 rupees. The last set you'll need rupees for is the Soldier's set, which can be bought at the Hateno village. The Soldier's helm costs 180 rupees, the Soldier's armor costs 250 rupees, and the Soldier's greaves cost 200 rupees. This totals 630 rupees. You can also buy the warm doublet from here and it costs 80 rupees, but you can easily get it from the old man. I am counting the Flamebreaker armor and the diamond circlet, so I guess I count this one too. The total for all armor is 23,230 rupees. For the total for fairies, the house, and the armor, we are now at 40,230 rupees. Next, let's talk about the Compendium Pictures. After upgrading the Sheikah Slate at the Hatino Tech Lab, it will allow you to take pictures with it. And one of the benefits of the pictures is having that entry in your compendium, and it allows the Sheikah Slate to track that entry. After collecting them all, Simon will give you an item that doesn't do much. There are a total of 389 pictures, and they can be bought from Simon if you don't want to go take those pictures yourself. There are 378 normal pictures that each cost 100 rupees and 11 elite ones that cost 500 rupees. If you have the DLC, there's an additional 4 normal ones and 4 elite ones. So, you can decide not to take the pictures and buy all of them. You'll need a total of 43,300 rupees. And if you have the DLC, you can add 2,400, making the total 45,700 rupees for all Compendium pictures. If you want to see a video of all unique pictures from my Discord members, check the card in the corner or the link in the description for a slideshow. The total for Fairies, Link's House, All Armor, and Compendium Pictures is now 85,930 rupees. Next, let's talk about the side quests. There's no side quest that requires rupees specifically, but there are a few that ask for items that can only be bought. For example, the Curry for What Ails You quest at the Rito stable, Lester asks for Goron Spice, and you can only buy that for 16 rupees. The What's for Dinner side quest in Lurlin asks for goat butter, which can only be bought for 12 rupees. The Royal Recipe quest at the Riverside stable doesn't ask for a material, but it asks for either of 2 dishes. One dish requires sugarcane that can only be bought for 12 rupees, and the other dish needs sugarcane and goat butter, which is 24 total rupees for both. I'll just count the first dish for the grand total since it's only one material. The Apparent's Love quest in Tarrytown asks for a dish that requires goat butter and sugarcane, which is 24 rupees. The Gut Check Shrine quest requires 20 rupees. Even though you will receive more rupees after doing this quest, you won't be able to do it if you have 0 rupees. So I'm counting it. For all the side quests, that's a total of 84 rupees. There are 2 more things you need rupees for, and the first is the Mounted Archery Challenge, which you can get the Knight's Bridle and Saddle. The minigame costs 20 rupees, and you have to do it twice to get both. This assumes you don't mess up, so that's a total of 40 rupees. The second is the Mounted Obstacle Course, which gets you the Extravagant Bridle and Saddle. This is also 20 rupees, so assuming you don't mess up, it'll cost you 40 rupees. Because none of this is required to beat the game, I'll list each one so you can choose which one is important to you. For all Great Fairies, you'll need 12,600 rupees. For Link's House, you'll need 4,400 rupees. For all armor, you'll need 23,230 rupees. This assumes you buy the Flamebreaker armor, which is 600 rupees, Diamond Circlet, which is 1,500 rupees, and the Warm Doublet, which is 80 rupees. Remove it from the total if you don't count these. For all the Compendium pictures, you'll need 43,300 rupees. If you have the DLC, the additional pictures cost 2,400 rupees. This assumes, of course, you do not take any pictures. For all the side quests, you need 84 rupees. This assumes you take the fruitcake instead of the monster cake for the Royal Recipe side quest. And for the bridles and saddles, you'll need 80 rupees, and this assumes you don't mess up, which probably won't happen. You will need a total of 86,094 rupees. Chances are you may want to buy some arrows or some random items, and are you really that good enough to do those minigames in one try? And I'm probably missing something, so I guess you can round it up to 100,000 rupees needed. But you may also take some pictures instead of buying them all, so maybe it's less than 80,000? Basically, I guess I'm saying that this video is useless. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you need help getting rupees, here's a video of a glitch to get an infinite amount of rupees. And this is a playlist of all the rupee farming methods. Thumbs up if you liked the video, and I hope you consider subscribing or at least checking out the channel. See you next time!